Not that the Pebanifki Batalo and Kaloy, Kori, Mudimuli Manuali Batman Kaloy, so fuck.
You heard it yourself. Like if I told you that he said that, you would have said, no, Ricky, are you sure? You know. If he wanted to, he would become Fly WhatsApp group in the whole Nanhwa. It's not me. She's not me. It's he himself. Now I'm gonna play it in its context, and then we're gonna listen to him. And there's a particular verse that I want to read that shows you what you just heard the man them saying there. It's actually the show to take Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time of a year, to be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments. Those episodes are from today. The way it's either they expose people or they themselves get exposed, or they expose themselves without efforts. We've been saying November's teaching and doctrine, it's off. There's no God in there. And so now here he says, I know. Me, if I want to be a witch, Fly WhatsApp group. I joined the he would join the fly squad, basically, without hesitation. And so I thought that was quite an interesting one. I'm gonna play it from a little bit earlier on spot, so that we can get the context of what you are saying here.
That's all he says. Lerato ana kana kere ke bosabelo ba motseng le mogotsi nna ntse tse modimo di entseng ke di hopola ka fela that lady wa bosabelo na bitsa Lerato sam le mogotsi wa hae ke mana ke mohlane ke ba kwa.
So here he was talking about some people that he once closed them. Now you might be wondering, close how? Wait for it, don't worry, it's poetry. And the church members are confirming, oh yeah, we remember, oh that day you closed them. Now what is he talking about? So he closed her bottom side, or he did something so that the bottom side non-functional. He closed it.
Not that the Pebanifki Batalo and Kaloy, Kori, Mudimuli Manuali Batman Kaloy, so Fapan Kibapilan Timundi.
So there he even swears by the cross, him. If it was given, bewitchments, he'll be there. WhatsApp group, same thing, yeah.
Kakwan, wabun? Nilabra. Not that the Pebanifki Batalo and Kaloy, Kori, Mudimuli Manuali Batman Kaloy, so Fapan Kibapilan Timundi. Number 2.
So that alone tells you a lot. Like it's poetry by itself. Let it preach. Now, you want to see the full video? Church Hub posted the video. And so you can take the video. It'll be down in the description below. And go watch it. Me here, I watch, I pause, I watch, I pause. That's how YouTube wants us to treat content. And so he says, he has once done something and gave someone a terrible experience of everyday life. What should be normal, he restricted. And he says, that was nothing. If you wanted to be witchy, fly group. Private jet, 1 passenger. He says he would have joined. Now, why is this such a thing? We'll listen to the other part so you can give further context. But there is a reason why this point that he said himself is very important. Put it up here. This is Luke chapter number 6, verse number 44. It says, "For each tree is known by its fruit." Each tree, it's known by its fruit. That's what it says. Then he goes on to say, he says, "Indeed the fig are not gathered by the thorns thingy, and nor the grapes by the thing." So which means a tree produces after its kind. So meaning, if a person is teaching a doctrine of demons, that tells you where they're from. It's part of their... Because remember, when he says fruit, by their fruits you shall know them. Guess what fruit is? Remember, by fruit he means what it is you pick from them. They are thorny trees, so you get thorns from them. They're a terrible tree, so you get terrible. So what is the terrible? It's doctrine. The doctrine that they teach, heresy. So, go back to the verse. So it says, a good man brings good things out of the treasures of his heart. That's the thing. Doctrine comes from what you have treasured here. If you've treasured money, you'll preach money. You've treasured unforgiveness, you preach bitterness. You are an angry person, you will preach anger, judgment. You are angry. You see when you hear people doing that. Yeah, judgment. No, angry. Angry person, nothing else. Back to the verse. So the doctrine that they teach comes from their heart. Okay? Because right there it tells you, this is treasures in his heart. And it says, the evil brings evil things out of the treasures of his heart. And then it says, for out of the listen, carefully read it. Don't jaha the verse. Don't speed. 120, calm down. Chill. Relax. The N1 is still far. Chill where Namtase, Limpopo is still. You understand? He says the evil man brings evil things out of the treasures of his heart. Right? For out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. So by the time a person speaks, overflow. No, it's not even... No, you are now dealing with overflow. This is something that this person... Why would you need to refer to yourself as, yeah, witchcraft? Capable. I'm capable of that. Why would that be something you need to tell us? Think. The treasure, you see, the treasure here is the wrong kind. The treasure is wrong. And then it says, why do you call me Lord, Lord, but you do not do what I say? Meaning, they have no form of follow through with what they utter with their mouth. The man says, me, given a chance, witchy. That's not me. That's what he said himself. He even further explains this whole thing of witchy in the message.
Now if ne ke le moruti a ratang tšhelete ne nka ba le strategy tsa go nka ditšhelete tsa lona.
If he was a pastor who loved money, he would have put strategies and all these things.
Na le moruti mo o tshasa ditulo ka meriana.
So there's a pastor who sprays herbs in the church with on the chairs. Okay, so he sprays herbs on the chairs.
Or batho ba dule kerekeng ya e kankang.
So that people can stay by force.
Batho ba dula because ba batla mara ba kentswe meriana ditulong.
So second point is what I wanted to show. It's an idea is thought about. The treasures that are in the man's heart are very sauce. Yeah, sauce. Suspect. Very sauce. The things that he's saying are not consistent with a person who cares about the Bible. They are not consistent with a man who cares about God. Like, I've never said and thought, me, I could be a witch. It's never been a thought. Like, so when I hear it, it's like, but why would you say that? Well, like, why, like, all my life of living, I've never heard a person say, if I want to be a witch, I could be a witch. Why does that thought dwell in your mind? Why is it that your treasure, because remember, you're speaking out of overflow. Okay? So why is it that the treasure has birthed that? It's a question that sits in my mind. Because the Bible is saying that we speak out of the overflow. But the thing that has birthed this thing is that there's something we have treasured. There are pastors like the pastor you're talking about. He cannot stand rejection. And he wants shortcuts. So as a result, he goes the short route of keeping people, even though people don't want to be with him. Because it's unbearable, probably. Unbiblical, probably. But you see, the reason why he goes that route is because the treasures, the traumas of being rejected, he can't stand. So he will use whatever to tie them and keep them. Stay here. So you see, that happens because of the treasures. The treasure is the thing that there are people that do ministry for all the wrong reasons. There are people that do ministry just for money. They can be here, read the Bible and say it's about God. Can't you know? It's not. And that's why the Bible says he will test good and the bad. It's not just, I did a good deed. It's the good deed with the right motive, or the good deed with the right intention. Why was that overflow? Why was that part of your overflow? So that's a question. Structure show with daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, be sure check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm gonna check you out over there. We don't even have to say anything nowadays. People are just saying it themselves. Right?